welcome to the stage Julie Clark.
Thank you. I'll get to that in a minute because I gotta. Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to start my story with an embarrassing confession, which is that I didn't used to like dogs. It's like starting off my story. Once upon a time, I used to be as mean and nasty as the Grinch. And if I hadn't disclosed that little factoid, some of you guys might have thought I was actually a nice person. But no, because it's true. I really didn't like them. I'm not saying I hated them or anything. I'm just saying that I wasn't especially keen on touching them, or sometimes the smell of them, or having them jump on me. And I mean, for God's sake, some dogs like roll in poop and then go drink out of the toilet to wash it down. You know, it's yuck. So, I mean, deep down inside, I knew there had to be something terribly wrong with me, that I was so heartless. And I knew I needed to keep it a secret. So I did what any self-respecting, prissy female would do. I faked it. If I was meeting a dog, I would attempt to look like I was petting the dog without actually touching it, which is a tricky maneuver. I would have to wave my hand in the air like this in the general direction of the animal and hope that no one actually noticed that I didn't make contact. And that, like an air kiss. Nothing touched. So faking it actually worked pretty well for many years, until I ended up with a partner who was a major dog lover. My partner at the time longed for a whole pack of dogs. And eventually I conceded the inevitable, that I said, we can get a pack of gum and one dog. And I pretty much figured my productivity was over. I was doomed to a future of washing my hands every 10 seconds. Wow. Washing my hands every 10 seconds and walking around with a lint roller clutched in my hand. And I don't think it's that. You think it's the second one? I'll turn that on. So, but that's not actually how it worked out. I ended up being completely and utterly puppy whipped. And, you would wonder, how could that possibly happen, especially to me? What was my tipping point? And maybe it was the puppy breath, or maybe that little sway belly, that little Buddha belly that puppies have. But I'll come back to that, because at this point in the story, we're on our way to the pound. And naturally, my goal is to pick out a puppy that's so chilled out and so relaxed as to be essentially comatose. I picked Lucy based on what she didn't do. She didn't pee on me out of excitement like one of her brothers did. She didn't jump all over me, and she wasn't chewing on an electrical cord like her sister was. She was definitely the one for me. So we at 8 weeks old, we took her home, and I was a goner. How could I possibly not fall in love with this tiny little creature that was like completely vulnerable and totally dependent on me? She was small enough that I could wash her in the bathroom sink. And she'd look up at me with these big, soulful puppy eyes and like shiver until I scooped her up in a towel, which to my mind was like a swaddled baby. My maternal instincts finally kicked in, and into overdrive, I should say. I became a tiger mom to my baby. I'll have you know, she graduated first in her class in puppy kindergarten and puppy intermediate. She's on her way to puppy Harvard now, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be president someday, or maybe Pope. So, other than to say that we lived happily ever after, I'll leave you with this little love song that I wrote for Lucy. By the way, I'm a sucker for all dogs now. When those floodgates open, they open wide. So I can't even walk down the street without mooning over every cute canine that I come across, and to me they're all like, you know, impossibly cute. My dog is teaching me to play. We go walking every day. True story, twice. Squeaky toys and sweet sunshine. I never thought I'd take the time, but my dog is teaching me to play. No way. My dog is teaching me to sit on the kitchen floor. Can you imagine it? I used to turn my nose up high, refused to ever dirtify, but my dog is teaching me to sit. No kidding. Yeah, my dog's got that puppy smell, and my dog's gloss is hell. That's my dog. That's my dog. No matter what you're in search of, all you need is puppy love. Try it once, there's no forgetting the happiness of heavy petting. Belly up. And my dog is teaching me to fetch. She knows that anything I want, I'll have to catch. So if my bone seems out of reach, I give myself a longer leash. Yeah, my dog is teaching me to fetch. You'll see my dog is all of this. If my dog gives you just one kiss, that's my dog. That's my dog.